which is awful. So doing this type of practice and having these moves in your back pocket can help with that. So first things first, I'm going to ask our participants, Miss Donna, Tracy, Lisa, and Gail, if you have anything that's bugging you today in particular that we need to be cautious of.
No.
Everybody's good? All right, awesome. And remember that everything I suggest is an invitation. So if something doesn't feel right for you, just pass it on by, stay as you were, or find another comfortable position that you can wait and come back to. And also, any modifications that you need to make, either ask, shout it out, and I'll give you a modification, or make it up yourself. As long as it feels good and you're not hurting, you're doing it okay. So any little modification that you need to make, you go on ahead and do it, no worries. And as you got on today, you noticed this was being recorded, but I can promise you that when this is fed back through the YWCA's channel, you will not be visible. I have spotlighted only me. So in any recording, they won't be able to see the little boxes that you see up above. All right, my friends, you ready to get started? I don't know, I came from Boston there for a moment. Maybe it's because St. Patrick's Day is coming up. All right, my friends, come to a nice, easy seat. So that might be with your legs crossed, maybe legs out, off to the side. You know, this is your practice, any way you'd like. We're going to start with bringing our hands to our heart so we can sort of warm things up here in the arms and upper back where we're going to be spending some time. And this is just a nice way to start a little bit of stretch in the wrists, which is a place where we often are holding our hands this way, you know, typing or thumbing, texting. So holding our hands this way and spreading the fingers out wide and then pressing some pretty good pressure through the palms up into the fingers and through the fingertips, starting to feel a little spiciness in the wrists and through the rest of the arms. It's a little isometric contraction. And then if you'd like, you can close your eyes and bring your attention to the breath in your rib cage. And as we lengthen the spine, pressing down into the sits bones, lifting to the top of the head, we're going to notice the rib cage. And as we inhale, really expand the rib cage. Hold it for a moment, that big expansion, press into the hands and exhale, let the rib cage collapse. 3 more of those. Big inhale. Spread the ribs open. Hold it and exhale. 2 more. Big inhale to the rib cage. Hold it. Exhale. And 1 more time. Big inhale. Expand the rib cage. Hold it. And then let it go. And now we'll bring some movement into the arms. So as we inhale that rib cage, we're going to bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down. 3 more like that, into the rib cage. Keep some tension into the hands, especially as you exhale, come down. Press that rib cage together. Great. 2 more times. Exhale. Really focus on hands and rib cage. Great. 1 more. Big inhale. Expand that rib cage. Open up in between each rib bone. Exhale. And let the hands come down onto the knees. Great job. Roll the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving behind you. Focus on the shoulder blades going up and down the spine. 2 more. Big, 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 big circles, as big as you can make them. Open up that back. Great job. Come to stillness. Bring the hands out to the side. Thumbs pointing away, fingers spread wide. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're going to twist over to the left. So right hand comes front, left hand goes back. Exhale, twist, pull the belly button in. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand comes front, right hand goes back. Great job. Inhale. Open that rib cage. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more at this pace. Start to deepen that stretch, that twist a little bit. If it's going to work for you, you can use that knee in the front as a little bit of traction. Great. And we're going to slow it down for this one. And we're going to stay in this twist for one deep breath. So exhale. Keep looking over that left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen both sits bones on the mat. Fill the rib cage, spread it out. Exhale, deepen the twist if you can. And then inhale back. And exhale, we're going to slow it down on this side, looking over that right shoulder, both sits bones on the mat. There might be a difference here, twisting that neck a little bit over the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale it up. Hands to the heart. Just a little forward fold. Great job. Gently walk yourself back up, tuck the chin, and come up nice and tall. All right, I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. And I should have mentioned before we started, if you need a strap, if you'd like to get a strap or a hand towel or a belt or something like that, you might want to use it right now, because what we're going to do is reach back and interlace the fingers. Now, if you can't reach, it's okay to just touch or use that strap or belt or anything or towel to hold. If you don't have one of those, just bring the arms behind you and reach back, all right? But if you can interlace the fingers, excellent. We're going to press the knuckles down. So you'll notice as I do that, watch my shoulder. My shoulder comes back and my chest opens. So a lot of our upper back pain is caused by like tightness in the chest, in the pectoral muscles, and the shoulders reaching forward. So we are going to just focus on opening the heart space, pressing those knuckles down to bring the shoulder back. Beautiful job. Maybe an inner smile. Get tall in the spine. And if you can, you might want to start to bring those hands away from the body a little bit. Great. Woo, a lot going on here. All right, so holding whatever one of these little shapes you can, either you're holding on to something or you're just reaching back with the shoulders rotated back, shoulder blades reaching towards the spine, lifting the head, top of the head towards the ceiling. And we're going to do that big, deep chest breath again. So inhale. Exhale, draw the shoulders back, press the fingers away, press the knuckles down. One more time, big inhale. Fill up the rib cage and exhale, let it go. Whoo, nice job, beautifully done. Roll the shoulders a little bit. All right, so that might have brought some spiciness or some openness to the chest. Make any little organic movements that you need. And we're going to come to eagle arms. I'm going to stay this way so you can see what I'm doing from this angle, and then I might turn. Actually, I think I'm going to turn, and then I'll turn sideways. That'll be good. Okay, so eagle arms is tough, but one of the best stretches we can do to open this chest area and stretch that upper back and build strength. So we're going to bring the arms to shoulder height. Thumbs are pointing up and palms are towards the front. We're going to bring the arms over and cross the left on top of the right at or above the elbows. And then you're going to bend your elbows, and you might be bringing the backs of the hands towards each other. You might be able to bring the palms. So lots of modifications here. either the backs of the hands are kind of working towards each other, or you've got your palms together. From the side, it's going to look like this. Now your elbows might be a little bit more down and your hands might be close to your face. So we're going to work on that. We're going to get nice and tall. Remember, change your seat if your legs are starting to bother you. Totally fine to bring them out or off to the side or bend your knees, whatever you need to do to feel comfortable, okay? So first thing we're going to do is work on getting these hands away from the face. So take that big deep breath into the rib cage. Pull the hands away from the face. Just as far as is comfortable for you. You want to feel a little bit of stretch, but I want this to feel comfortable too. Don't go in too deeply into a challenging spot. Great, beautiful, really lovely. Okay, with the next breath, big inhale, we're going to lift the elbows up, trying to get them as high as we can in that comfortable to mildly challenging, but not hurting. We're looking for a little bit of stretch, but nothing hurtful or, too challenging. So keep breathing into the rib cage. Now you've got your hands as far away from your face as you can and elbows lifted. Take a deep breath. One more time. And with the exhale, unwind, let it go, and shake it out. Woo! That is significant. Yes, shake it out, roll the shoulders, wiggle the fingers. Whoo! Maybe do some snake arms the other way. Whew. All right. So now we need to do it on the other side, because if you noticed, the stretch felt a little different on each side. So we're going to do the same technique. We're going to inhale those arms up, shoulder height, palms facing forward, fingers spread nice and wide. And we'll bring the right on top of the left this time. And you're going to notice this is different. Maybe your hands only come this close. No worries. That's fine. Just hang on to it. Or you might be able to get your palms here. You never know. Give it a try. All right. So turning to the side so you can see hands might be close to the forehead. No worries. Let's go ahead and pull those hands away. Whew. Take a deep breath. Notice how you're feeling. Try to relax the shoulders away from the earlobes. And now this time with your breath, we're going to lift the elbows up. Please stay present in your body experience and don't push too far. This should feel like a nice stretch, maybe a little bit of a challenge, but not like you want to run out of the room because your arms are on fire. All righty. Or like you would like to shoot a blow dart at me. All right, taking 2 breaths, holding this nice shape, expanding the rib cage. And one more time, big inhale. And as you exhale, let it go, unravel. Whoo, shake it out, roll it out. Whoo, nice, whatever you need to do here. Maybe a few, this feels kind of good. Just sort of bringing your arms in front and in back. Yeah, but really control that because you could overdo it. Great job. Beautiful. All right, let's stretch those legs out. That's going to feel good if you've been cross-legged all this time. Stretch those legs out. And we are going to try a shape called rowing the boat. So hands are going to come to the side and imagine you're lightly holding on to the oars of a rowboat. And we're going to inhale, get nice and tall, lengthen through the spine, top of the head towards the ceiling. We're going to exhale and bring the arms out just as far as they want to go. And then inhale, bring them back. As you inhale, I want you to pull the shoulder blades towards each other, elbows back. Exhale, reach out. Inhale, shoulders back. So we're building a little bit of strength while we're stretching. As we pull back, inhale, and bring those shoulder blades together, we're building strength in the rhomboid muscles. Great job. Focus on the breath. Now start to press some energy out through those heels. Pull the toes back. 4 more breaths. Take it at your speed. Draw those shoulder blades together. Beautiful job. I see all the work you're doing. I feel that little sweat coming on. Last one. Inhale, open the chest, draw the shoulders back, and bring the hands down to the side. Whew, press the palms into the mat. Press the shoulders away from the ears. Great job. And then let the feet fall off to the side and bring the soles of the feet together in front of you. Hands come forward and just anchor into your ankles. And you can go ahead and walk on your sits bones closer to your heels if your body allows today. All right. So we're just going to start to warm up those legs a little bit. I'm going to turn this way. Good. One more breath. Just allowing those inner thighs to warm up. Pressing the knees down a little bit, using the anchor of your hands on your feet or ankles to get tall, pulling the shoulders away from the ears, finding that length in the neck. And just go ahead and turn your head side to side. Remember to be really conscientious. Stay present. Notice the sensations if you can. And don't press past challenge. Okay? Don't press past resistance. Excellent. And then let's just drop the chin to the chest and gently roll side to side. So you'll notice with the arms anchored like this, it's a little more of a tension in the neck. So you're not going to go as far as you maybe usually do when we are letting the arms be relaxed. So looking for little spots of resistance, breathing into it, being really tender and gentle with ourselves, honoring what we feel. Next time the chin comes to the chest, gently rise the head up. Excellent. Beautiful. All right, my friends, we are going to change positions now. So what we're going to do is just roll on over onto your hands and knees, and then turn the toes under. Walk yourself back onto your feet. If this feels good for you, you can stand up any way you like, but this is how I like to do it. And then fold over. Just hang here for a moment. Yeah, that's why we warmed up a little bit of the legs. Whoo! Pick up your toes, bring your weight back to the heels. Maybe shake your head a little bit. Shake yes, shake no. Come to stillness. Open the feet, just toe heel the feet out about hip distance apart. Bring your hands to your shins. Let the head hang, tuck the chin a little bit, and gently, gently use your hands to walk yourself up, up, up. Really slow. Last thing to come up is the head. Great. Whoo, and come to standing. So anywhere on your mat that feels pleasant, I'm going to stay the wide way on the mat. We are going to come to goddess posture in a few moments. So you might want to orient your mat so that you're working the long way for right now. All right, so feet are about hip distance apart, and we're just going to practice our mountain pose. It's another good way to open the chest, but gently, and to work some strength into those back muscles. While it feels like those are the muscles that are hurting, and they are, some of the reason they're hurting is because they've been overstretched and weakened by the shoulders pulling in as we type or text or drive or carry or talk with our hands, or all manner of things that have our arms out front, which rotate the shoulders forward. So starting at the feet for mountain pose. Pick up your toes if you'd like, and feel how your weight moves into your heels and the ball of your foot, under your big toe and under your little toe. Let that weight come back. Feel your hips sort of square off and then lower the toes a little bit. Notice how the toes are really just there for balance, not to hold your weight. Awesome. All right, coming up the body, we're gonna imagine we could lift the kneecaps up. You're gonna notice that turns on the thigh muscles and the glutes. So quads and glutes turn on with that idea of lifting up the kneecaps. Engaging the abdominals by imagining we could pull the belly button back towards the spine. You're starting to feel some spiciness, some heat in the lower body coming up. Great. Arms, we're going to turn the palms open, spread the fingers as wide as possible. Notice what that did to the shoulders, brought your shoulders back. Shoulder blades are reaching towards the spine. And now to make the most of this, we're going to push the fingers down like we could root into the ground. That's going to open up the chest a little bit more. Shoulders drop down. And then we're going to just roll the head back a little bit. So you could imagine your earlobes right over your shoulders and then straighten through the spine. Imagine you could shoot the bottom of your spine down into the ground and lift the top of your head towards the ceiling. A lot going on here. Looks like we're just standing, but this is mountain pose. So again, scan yourself from your feet pressing down into the ground, knees, glutes, abdomen, fingers, arms, shoulders, chest, neck, head, smile. Lots of power here in this mountain pose. Take a big deep breath, open the rib cage. Exhale, hold on to it. I know you're getting spicy. I feel the sweat too. Good job. One more time. Big inhale. And as you exhale, relax it all. Feel the muscles melt. I love that sensation. Whew, and just wiggle it out. Little dance on the mat. Wiggle the shoulders. Whew. All right, let that go. Move the spine. Yeah, feels good. That's our little mountain dance. Yeah. Whew. All right, great. Come back to this nice stance. Feel that mountain feeling in your feet. Yes. Inhale, arms up overhead. I'm going to step back. I hope you guys can see me. We're going to interlace the fingers here. And then we're going to turn the palms so that the palms are facing towards the ceiling. Woo, yeah, that is a big sensation. And then pull the arms back, staying comfortable, all right? So secure the abdomen, really pull that in. So legs are in that mountain posture. Pull the knees up. Yeah, that's going to protect the low back while we do this. Great job, beautiful. Exhale, bring it down, turn the hands back the way that they were. Whew, come back into that mountain. All right, good. So that was just our first little stretch to get the arms ready. Inhale, bring the arms back up again. Interlace the fingers. This time, keep them as they are. Release the pointer fingers so that they're pointing up and stretch the fingers towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale, fill the lungs. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, come on up. Exhale over to the right. Ooh, notice where you're feeling that. Inhale, rib cage expands. Exhale over to the left. Inhale. Exhale. I can see you moving. It's so beautiful. Great job. Keep those heels down. And this one, we're going to keep a little bit longer. So inhale. Exhale over to the left. And if you can, we're going to hold this for a breath. So inhale, feel the ribs. Exhale it back up. Inhale. Exhale over to the side. Inhale. Exhale it back up. Inhale, release. Roll your wrists. both directions. Wiggle the fingers. All right, we're going to take that again, but this time with the palms flipped, okay? So if that feels good, go with it. If you need to make modifications, totally fine. If you want to sit this out, you can just kind of do a little dance while we do this next posture, all right? Inhale, arms up, interlace the fingers. Turn the palms so that they're facing up towards the ceiling. Big inhale. Notice a little bit more expansion in the rib cage. Exhale over to the left. Notice the difference if there is any. And it's totally okay if there isn't. Draw those arms back. Great. Exhale it over to the right. Just one more time here. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. So we're stretching out the hips here because you'd be surprised, or maybe not surprised, to know that some of our upper back pain, shoulder and neck pain, come from tight hips. Isn't that always the way? The hips are always causing us some trouble. Oh, those hips. Gotta love them though. All right, let's do our twist with the arms. We're going to start it really slow and mind the knees. Bring a little bit of a bend to the knees and go ahead and lift up the heel of the leg that you're turning away from so that you help that knee to not hurt. And let's start making this twist a little bit bigger. Let the arms fly out. And getting a little bit of momentum working here is really nice way to pull those arms and shoulder sockets a little bit, very gently, very passively, to stretch out what's in those shoulders. So make this kind of big, start to let those arms maybe sort of slap into your body. That feels good to me. If it doesn't feel good to you, slow it down or stop. And now let's start slowing it down. Yep, keep lifting up that heel so it feels nice and natural in the knees. Little bend, slower, slower. Good job. Whew. Nice work. Check the time. Wow, time goes so quickly when we're together. All right, we're going to do a few little sun salutations. So just like half sun salutations. Really nice way to stretch the low back too, which of course is attached to the upper back. So you're going to find a spot on your mat where you've got a little bit of room, maybe just in the middle of the mat, because we're not going to move front to back at all. And come to those mountain legs. Feet are about hip distance apart. Feel strong, powerful all the way down through the heels. Arms are going to lift up, inhale. Exhale, hands come right through the center. Bend the knees and fold over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rainbow the arms, come up, inhale all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. So nice and gentle. That's it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do 4 of those straight through together. Ready? Here we go. You can go at a different pace than me. Oh, bye, Lisa. We lost Lisa. Bye-bye. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale through the center. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, hands come to shins, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Arms rainbow all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Use your core. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Hi, Olive. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. Hands to your heart. Beautiful job. Notice how your back feels. Last one. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. And hands to your heart. Turn and step. And make a wide stance on your mat. Coming into wide stance. We're going to do the same thing we just did. Big inhale. Bend the knees. Exhale through the center. Come all the way down into a wide-legged forward fold. Woo! Nice job. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Toes are pointing out towards the corners of the mat. Beautiful job. Bring your hands, so come to your fingertips, that halfway lift there, that flat back. Exhale, fold it down. Now you're going to bring your hands, one hand to right above your knee and the other hand right to above the other knee. Bend your knees and come up into goddess. So goddess legs. Now we practiced that mountain pose so we could practice bringing the weight back on the back of the feet. So pick up your toes and make sure that the weight of your body is back. Good. We're not up on the toes. And the hands are going to come to the knees. We're going to come to a little bit of a forward bend here. Cool. Got it? Good. Now we're going to bring this left shoulder towards the right knee. So big inhale, lengthen through the spine, tuck the chin. Exhale towards the knee. Inhale. We're going to go the other way. So right shoulder towards left knee. Now you can make that a little bit bigger of a twist by looking up behind you if balance allows. That might force you to turn on those abdominals. So we're going to go back and forth. Remember, use your toes for balance. Keep the weight of your body back into your heels. One more each side. Last one. Great job. And toe heel, walk those feet back together. Hip distance apart. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height, just like we were doing with eagle arms. But this time we're going to take the left and we're just going to bring it over, use the right one to come right in front of that bicep, tricep. Great. Pull the left shoulder back and a little bit of pressure pulling in with that right hand. Take a big deep breath into the rib cage. Exhale. If you're able, you're going to take that same left arm, bring it up and behind. So now you've got this left elbow pointing up towards the ceiling. Take the right hand to the back of the elbow and pull it back. But don't push your head forward. Get in that mountain posture in the legs. Great job. And a little bit pressing that left hand down the center of the back. Great job. Take a big breath in through the rib cage. And let it go. We come to the other side. So get into this position and then pull that right shoulder back. So there's a tendency to kind of go too far. We want to stay square to the front. Great job. Big inhale. Exhale. Take that right hand up and over. So right elbow is pointing straight up towards the sky. Left hand comes to it. We're not touching our head. Head is nice and free. Big inhale, pressing that right hand down towards the middle of the shoulder blades. One more big breath here. And let it go. All right, my friends, bring the feet a little closer together, just hip distance apart. I'm going to turn this way. We're going to come to a chair pose, like we're sitting in a chair behind us. Glance down at your toes. Make sure your knees are behind the toes. Hands are going to come right onto where the thigh muscle ends, right on top of the knees. Great. And we're going to do some cat-cow here while building a little bit of strength in the glutes and quads. So we are going to inhale. Fill that rib cage. Exhale. So a little more challenging than doing cat on hands and knees. So if this is too challenging, go ahead down to your table on hands and knees. Make sure that hands are right under shoulders, knees are right under hips, and do cat-cow there. This is a little more challenging. We're adding strength to the legs. We're challenging our balance a little bit, but we're still getting that movement in the upper back. So inhale, rib cage. Exhale, rib cage, round the spine. Let the shoulders hunch. Let the head drop, chin to chest. 2 more. If it gets too much in the legs, go ahead and come on down. But if you can, keep those knees back. Last one. And just fold it over all the way down. And walk your hands out. Come to a downward facing dog. Let the head hang. Walk that dog. Just bend one knee and then the other. Beautiful. And then come down to your knees. Get yourself into that nice tabletop. And we'll walk the hands forward a bit for puppy. Oh, running out of time. All right, come to puppy. And we're going to use that beautiful rib cage breath here. So big inhale. Exhale, let the heart sink towards the mat. Again, big inhale. Notice how the sensation changes as you inhale and spread the rib cage. Hold it for just a moment before you exhale. And as you exhale, let the heart sink towards the mat. Alrighty, now this one's a little tricky. This is gonna be our last movement before we lay down and relax. Take your right hand and slide it down so that your hand is right under your right shoulder. Then flip your palm up and turn your shoulder so that your palm is now shooting towards your left underarm, and slide your hand under that space so that your right hand comes out under your left underarm, and then roll your head onto your right temple. So it's like you've thread a needle with your hand under your left underarm. Great. So you can take a look at me if you think you might have it a little differently. And then take a moment to notice your hips and sort of square off your hips. There's a tendency to sort of dump towards the left hip. So push back, make sure you've got even distribution of weight and pressure in each knee and in each forefoot. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. One more breath. And then slide the right hand back and slide it out in front of your head again, over your head, forehead to the mat. And then same thing with the left. So we're going to slide the left hand down so it's right under the left shoulder. Flip the palm up, turn the shoulder so elbow is facing out, hand is facing right towards the right underarm, and then slide it under as you roll your head onto your right temple. And settle in, check the hips, make sure you're not, sort of like flopping over towards the right. Check the weight distribution in the heels and the tops of the feet. Take a big breath, smile to yourself.
This is how we heal our back, with our breath and with beautiful movement, creating space from the inside with that deep inhale. Spread the ribs. Just visualize this ribs spreading. Hold it for a moment. Visualize air moving through the rib bones. Exhale. Gently slide the left hand back. Roll back onto your forehead. Bring the arms out. If you've got time to stay with me, bring the hands together overhead. Interlace the fingers. Bend the elbows and draw the hands back behind your head so that your thumbs rest at the nape of your neck. And then just walk the elbows out a little further away. And 2 big, deep rib cage breaths here. I like to bring my big toes together. It makes me feel connected. Big inhale. Swirl that oxygen all through the cavity of your ribs and rib cage and lungs. Exhale, heart towards the earth. One more time, big inhale. As you exhale, release the hands and find your way onto your back for Shavasana. Now I will turn on our beautiful singing ladies. So any type of Shavasana you like, you may like to have your knees bent. That always feels really nice. And just close your eyes.
Longer work for me. I release all things that no longer serve me. I release all things that no longer work for me.
All righty. Just bring your attention back to your body. Notice the mat beneath you. Notice your hands and toes. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Notice your breath. And whenever you're ready, roll over onto one side and gently come on back up to a nice easy seat. Of course, I noticed halfway through that I wasn't sharing the audio. So I was having a lovely releasing all things that do not serve me. And then I realized, I can't hear this.
I thought you were purposefully keeping it very subtle.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh.
Oh,
Well, you got a little bit at the end there.
next
Yeah,
time.
next time. So let that be the way you move through the rest of the day. And if you start to feel any of that pain in the upper back, use one of the stretches, that we went through today, and pull it out of your back pocket and say, oh yeah, this doesn't serve me. I can release it. I can move it through my body. I have that superpower of awareness and noticing and breathing, expanding through the rib cage and letting it go. So, yay! Hopefully I see you tomorrow for Pilates or Thursday for low back. Please feel free to invite your friends. We need to grow our community, and I'll see you then.
Have a great day.
Have a great day, my friends.
Take
Bye-bye,
care.
Gail.
Bye, Donna.